Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Binding of Isaac Rebirth. This is a little bit of an apology episode. I have to apologize because, well, I'm post-commentating this one because, well, I screwed up the audio on it. And I'm also releasing it with the cursor on the screen. Yeah, I normally wouldn't do that. That would be enough for me to scrap an episode of this. But this turned out to be a rather interesting episode, and I felt it was worth keeping and releasing on the channel regardless. Even though, yeah, I'm having to post-commentate this, so it's not going to be as thrilling. I'm going to make it as entertaining as possible, but yeah, I'm not sitting here controlling it, so you can't hear me going, oh god, oh geez, oh my, which I actually did a lot of in this episode. Yeah, as you can see, I got Monstros, and I also got Are You a Wizard, which thankfully was covered up by Monstro's Spittle. Monstro's Spit is going to be a major problem for me because I am so not used to this charge ability, and you have to let it charge up all the way before shooting. It won't even like partial shot unless you do. So that is something that got me into a lot of trouble several times. I'm not even sure now that I'd be used to actually using this ability. This is the first room I started cursing the ability. I frankly, honestly sucked at it. And yeah, you're going to see me take a boatload of damage from just not being able to get the shots off properly. Like if I would have waited half a second more there, I would have shot that much sooner and gotten to this guy before he dropped more spiders. Here I'm going to go ahead and retreat and try and figure out what the heck I'm doing as he starts building up an overwhelming force. There we go. There's the retreat. I still remember it. I'm still getting used to trying to spot the colored stones, I forget what the term for it is, basically the off-colored stones, but I noticed there is one in this room whenever I'm post-commentating it. I didn't notice it during the run, unfortunately, or else I probably would have taken advantage of it if possible. Gonna go ahead and move down here, and this is the second room where I was cursing this ability because, well, I'm still not used to the charge times, and they're actually kind of long. So yeah, dodging stuff while you're waiting to shoot is quite frustrating. And you're going to see me have a miserable time with this. I'm going to end up dying from this, unfortunately. Spoiling it a second before. Yep. And then we access the revival. Yeah, half a heart here. And we have the ability that whenever we get damaged, we end up bleeding on the ground. And this blood actually damages enemies, so that's always a good thing. Let's go ahead and dodge all the flies. This room, not so bad. This room I can handle with this ability. If you do walk through the door with the ability, the shot fires off. You'll see me taking advantage of that later on, actually. So I'm just going to note that now, because you'll see me try to charge it going in and only partial charge and stuff like that. Here I am just exploring the area, seeing if there's anything worth doing. Not really, so I go ahead and go after the boss thinking, oh, I have half a heart, and I'm so just going to die because, as those of you who have watched the series before, I have a horrible time not taking damage. Basically, I generally just take way too much damage, way more than is necessary, so I need those life ups. But as it stands, I'm not doing terrible. I'm actually dodging all of Monstro's shots. This is kind of how I used to play regular Binding of Isaac. I was halfway decent at it at one point, but it had been a very long time since I had played. So yeah, well, here we are, we're dodging Monstro, and I see how much damage this actually can do whenever multiple projectiles hit a single target. It's actually kind of nasty. If my tier damage was up, it would be even more nasty. I'd be one-shotting a lot of things. Thankfully, we get dog food, which pushes our life up, and we're able to restore our life. No deal with the devil on this floor, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and jump down to the second floor. You'll probably start noticing why this turned out okay for us in the end, thankfully. These guys, I start using the charge up ability a little bit better as time goes on, but even still, it's a little bit awkward for me to get used to them. I'm used to just spamming tears. I wasn't really big on using any alternate types of shots before, so yeah, here we mess up and take a little bit of unnecessary damage. It won't be the last time, trust me on that one. That's one thing I am very proficient at. We go ahead and get in here and get another special boost. It's going to be Tears Up and Knockback, which actually makes this ability even better because it makes the tears larger, essentially covering a huge wedge of the screen, which is pretty nice in my opinion. I start to like the area of effect, at least. I'm still not a fan of the charging up effect, but it's better than it was. Better than it was. No items in that room, but I do notice the colored rock there. Again, still getting used to spotting those while I'm playing. Of course, yeah, I'm still getting used to Rebirth versus the original game as well. Of course, there are people who are more proficient at both. We go ahead and go in here. I decide I don't have enough money for the shop, so I don't go for it. Instead, I just keep moving forward in the dungeon, find the boss room there on the right, and I'm starting to get used to the charge up time here. I'm getting better at dodging while charging up at the very least. We get some bombs there, which I'm going to definitely use. You start with none with Lazarus, so that's a rough one. But we can get the tinted rock if we want, maybe later. I don't think I notice it until I pass back through the room, so that's a thing. We're gonna go ahead and take unnecessary damage in here right there. But we take care of these annoying flies. And the rest of these guys, not so much of a problem because they're going to run away while you're shooting these confetti sprays of blood at them. So, still not enough to one-shot these guys, but pretty nice. We can see a little troll bomb there. And we see a pill that is going to make me very angry in just a few minutes. But first, we got to take care of the rest of these guys. Bang. There we go. And we pop the pill and get health down. We're back down to 1 health. Now I go ahead and bomb that. See if we can get anything special out of the stones. No, but we did get our bomb back. So I figure it's not a waste. It's more of just, well, let's see what we can get kind of situation. I'm not going to go after the room on the bottom because, as I said, we only have 1 heart. And I'm a professional at taking unnecessary damage. But right there, I spot the rock. I go ahead and blow it up. And we get a spirit heart. Yay for the spirit heart. We've taken a lot of damage here, so I wasn't really... I was like, okay, no deal with the devil on this floor either. Great. So we just got to beat the boss, and hopefully we can get it on the next floor. Deal with the devil is very important. I don't know why the gray one didn't take damage there, but I think is he like immune to it or something? Is until you get down to like half life left on the main guy or something. I don't know what the special condition with him is, but those little like worm things popped out of him. Fairly easy to take care of, but we get a deal with the devil. We get HP up as well. So that's a thing. We have our heart on our chest. Go ahead and break all the poop in case we get some coins out of it. But we come in here to deal with the devil, and we get Lord of the Pit. Flying makes the game so much easier. We also get 2 dark hearts, which are actually kind of useful. They deal AoE damage whenever you lose one of them, so they can wipe a room. But we go and go down. We're now a demon with a spitting ability, which this works out kind of good together because, well, we don't have to worry about as many enemies coming up on us while we are charging up because we can charge up over things like these pits right here. Of course, the bats can follow me, but yeah. Still, getting used to that charge is a thing. We're going to go ahead and take out this guy on the bottom so there's less risk of these guys being able to hit us with their spray. They only spray whenever they have their top portion. So that's something that I try to take advantage of whenever I run into them. I've actually ran into these guys a few times. They do leave a trail of blood whenever they are busted open like that, but it's nothing that, well, flying can't solve. Because floor hazards do not hurt you whenever you are flying. I have a sneaking suspicion that that might have been a secret room up top, but I don't think I actually go for it. The red guys here also can take damage even when they're down, thankfully. Something I learned about in a different run, but the white ones do not. So, yeah. Any life recovery is completely useless to us right now. So, all these hearts dropping in rooms is just making me even more frustrated with this run. I almost gave up on it several times, but after I got that flight, I was like, it's worth following. We got anemic here, which is toxic blood. I don't know what that does, but hey, if you want to tell me, that's cool. Here we have some offensive campfires. I'm going to go ahead and put them out with tears. I don't remember whether we take unnecessary damage off of this one. And I figure out, nope, I can't shoot over the stones. So let's go ahead and shoot these guys. Charge up over the stone, come out, kill it, get another black heart. We have 3 black hearts now, which I actually like. That helps me out a ton. And we can also use the water here as a bit of a defensive measure. We're going to have that guy farting. Still don't know what the fart does. Does it do damage to you? I haven't ever been hit by it because I don't let those guys get close enough to hit me with it. Because that would be a dumb move. It would generally be a bad idea. Yeah. So, yep, nothing in here. Gonna go ahead and avoid the boss room for now. We're actually gonna go clear out these other rooms, see if we can get some things that help us. We have another aggressive fire up there. Gonna go ahead and shoot it a few times. Bang, thank you. And we end up getting hit by the blood from it, which is just all kinds of tacky. But we get Cricket's Head, which increases our damage. Yay, we have even more damaging tears. Now it's starting to get a little bit ridiculous with Monstro's spittle here, because it shoots so many tears and it's able to deal so much damage that it like one-shots a lot of things. So we're going to come up here. These guys aren't doing anything, so let's see if we can do anything to them. They shoot purple crap at me and end up taking damage and destroying them with a heart. Here we have a room with a chest that's locked and we can't unlock it, which frustrates me greatly. You can see me hitting it around a few times, but that's solved very quickly. We get a key there. I'm going to go ahead and clear the other room first. These guys, not so bad. Their cousins that shoot the lasers do give me a lot of trouble, though. Because, well, I don't have that timing down. We get a second key. Don't really have a lot of coins here, so I'm not going to go after the shop again. Here I'm looking at the options, and it says that there's a chest in here. I might as well take it. Let's go ahead and pop it open, see what we get. Let's see how disappointed I'm going to be. Half a heart. Wonderful. And I mistimed that shot terribly. These little grubby guys just stay just far enough away whenever I'm about to shoot that it gets a little bit irritating, but we can shoot them whenever they're coming towards us and totally destroy them if they're on the same path as us. So that works out good. Then we get some of these meatwad guys. Again, not a huge issue, but I'm still getting used to this timing on this, and them going down into the regenerating piles does tend to, well, eat me up pretty bad. Thankfully, I avoid damage, so that worked out good for me. Bang. And lastly, we get the floating masks. These guys die to a heart. Woo, we got a bomb for all that. So totally not worth it. We got the battery there that we don't get to use because we don't have the item to use it on. So here I am just tinkering around going, oh crap. Yep, not going to get very far. I've taken too much unnecessary damage, lost 2 of my black hearts in the process. But we face off against Chubb. Another one that's going to get irritating. Yeah, he runs into me, takes another one of my black hearts, it destroys everything on screen and deals very tiny damage to him. So all I have left to really hope for is possibly dealing some damage to him with my blood and shooting him in the face with my ability, which apparently does knock him back just a little bit. So yeah, that amount of damage is pretty nasty still. As you can see, that last volley just totally destroyed him entirely. We got this little Chubb charging at us and doing absolutely terrible at killing it. There we go. We get Juice Box, which is damage and range up. I don't really notice the range difference. I was shooting it here just to see if I did. And yeah, it's not, if it does, it's not noticeable by me on any great extent. But let's go ahead and go down to the next floor. As you can see, I'm actually getting fairly deep in a run that I thought I was doomed for on the very first floor. This room just screams all kinds of nope to me because I don't think about going over the gap in the back because, well, I'm not used to having flying. Flying is not something I get a lot of. Here we go ahead and deal with these guys in a rather crappy manner, but I eventually do get my brains about me and take care of them rather aggressively. We turn to the right. Bang. There's one down. Let that one shoot. They only shoot halfway across the room when it's a room like that, so that works out good for me. And Gluttony here, I noticed that, wait a minute, I can move above him. So let's go ahead and cheese ball him. And I do know that he generally drops a heart, which boosts your life. So I definitely want to kill him here so I actually have a renewable life source, which I desperately need. But we go ahead and kill him, and we get the heart. Yes, HP up. So now we at least have 1 heart in stock that we're not going to be crying about. I decided to look in here. No gold chests. We got some red chests. I have to wonder if it's worth it. So I go around the backside of these guys, finally getting the brains about me. And we meet a room full of meat. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. So the way I try to deal with these guys is I'll just train them up and shoot a volley at them. Because whenever they revive, they're actually a bit weaker than they normally are. So that allows you to finish them off and kill them with a volley rather than just putzing around. I think that's made that way so in case you have really, really slow tier generation or whatever it's called, shot speed, basically, that you can still kill them. So we got 2 more left. They're the one eyes, and then there's just a little glob there, and we get a key for it. Not the best reward ever, but it allows us to go into the treasure room, which gives us 3 coins. Woo. I don't know if that boosts your coin drop or not, but hey, we now have 10 coins. Whoop-de-doo. Not going to get much off of that. Deciding between the 2 rooms, I decided to go for the small one because it felt safer. So we get a bomb and a dime off. No, a nickel off of that, sorry. My apologies, that's just a nickel. Whenever I was playing, I thought it was a dime. But now we just have the lower half guys, which just leave a trail, which are not a threat to us. They're even really slow. So, yeah, they're not going to be a threat to us ever. Unless we are playing very stupid or not flying. Their trail of blood goes around. We get a 2 of hearts. I don't know what that does. I'm going to have to look that up online to see what it does. We also get a strength card here. And we get a 2 of spades. They're both say they're item multipliers. So I keep the 2 of spades and decide to go in here after these guys. And the red ones are thankfully always damageable, so we can hide behind stuff and just pop out whenever we feel comfortable shooting them. So that's how I get most of my kills here. I go ahead and duck behind the stones, which block their shots, and I just kind of pick them off in small groups, which generally works out really good in this game. The big rooms actually make it easier to do that, and there's an example of walking through a door with your shot charged. It just goes off, takes care of the little fire there before it can even get a shot off. Got a few dopey guys here. Their trail is fairly short. They're faster than the half guys, but not very threatening, so just can go ahead and shoot them like this and get it over with. Get some more keys. We're up to 2. We're fairly comfortable on keys now. So we go ahead and decide to start moving around trying to get rid of things. I take a lot of unnecessary damage in this room. I'm just going to say that right now. I shouldn't have, but yeah. I could have hid so many places, like on top of the poop, where they couldn't get to me, but I just didn't. It didn't occur to me. I was too busy like panicking, which is something I really need to work on a lot with Binding of Isaac. The poops comically kill themselves in the fire. And we get a fish head. It stinks. It's better than nothing though, so we go ahead and take it and use it. It's not a bad item. In fact, I think it helps me out a little bit on here. We're going to go ahead and bust up the last of this poop. It's going to kill the fly with our volley. Go ahead and get some more coins. We're up to 19 coins, so I'm thinking maybe I can go to the shop, but first we have to deal with a whole slew of these stupid worms. If I didn't have flying in this room, I don't know what I would do. These guys are virtually impossible for me if I can't dodge, and I wouldn't be able to dodge through this, especially considering some of them are spiral shot and some of them are straight shot. Now I am going to take unnecessary damage at a few points. I thankfully do get coins from whenever I'm hit. I think that might be a side effect of the piggy bank, but I'm not certain. The fish head, I think, is the source of the flies. So both of these are working out to my advantage, sort of. We're at 1 heart, though, so yeah. Still not super advantageous. Gonna go ahead and fly over these things. For a second there, I almost forget that I can fly over mushrooms. We go up here and double check that there's nothing I want in here. I go ahead. I'm like, 1 life to live. Thinking about it. Do I really want that room? I'm like, I might as well. I'm at 1 heart. Go ahead and start in on it. We get a health up. So we're going to use it probably during the middle of the fight, if I had to guess. Knowing me. I'm not smart enough to think about saving my pills until afterwards. But look at the damage this thing does. Even just a couple stray shots hitting him knocks a huge chunk off of his life. We got a health up pills. I don't know if they like change or something or what, but yeah, gonna go ahead and shoot this guy. Bang. That 2 of spades might actually be causing me to get double drops. Not entirely sure. But blue spider, another useful thing. Go ahead and shoot this guy. He's taking a lot less damage from my shots, and I don't know why. Does he just have more life or something, or is he just a lot more durable? And go ahead and health up there, and if you take it twice, it's a health down. Yeah, so I just negated the benefit that I got from that, which is just stupid. I definitely should have just stopped where I was and stopped and looked at what the second pill effect was. Because, well, it hurt like a beast. It knocked me back down to 1 life, which I don't like being at. I don't like being at low life whenever it's a game that I'm still learning how to control and dodge. We're going to take a little bit of unnecessary damage in this fight as well. So, yeah, you can see it ending poorly for me very, very quickly, because, see, there's unnecessary damage. Get some coinage from it, but that's not exactly important to me considering I am close to death. Thankfully, that was the last wave, though, so I got to get out of there with half a heart. I'm looking at that spiked room on the right like, lovely. We can dart past those guys faster than they can do anything to us. Looking around, see a shop there. I'm like, might as well. We're going to get our resources up just a little bit. I decided to, if I remember correctly, I decided to bomb this guy. Yep, there it is. Boom. Lucky rock has appeared in the basement. Still haven't actually seen it, but hey, it appeared in the basement. And we're going to donate a little bit to the coinage here. 20. There we go. Store upgrade to level 1. Yay, better stores. I need to start doing that more often so I can get the stores up to the maximum level, which is kind of the whole point of putting it in there. You can also recover coins from it later for runs by bombing it. So we go ahead and go in here. We don't take damage on the initial go through, but we will take damage going back through, and I take damage there, so I'm thinking, oh crap, now I'm doomed. So we go ahead and take the health up pill. Pick up the second pill. We're like, what does it do? It's full health. Yes! Talk about luck on my side. Oh. Don't know how I pulled that one off. Go ahead and take the other heart to get our health back up to full from going through the doorway. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to go after the bosses without full health. I'm thinking, that might be a secret room because it attaches all of them, and I was right. So we got a stone chest and 2 bombs in here. The bombs are perfect for unlocking the chest, so we take advantage of that. And it's Guppy's head. Yes, we can reusable fly hive. Gives me more flies. Flies are always useful. We're going to bomb this guy. Why? Because we care. And because he's worth some coins. I think about bombing the mushrooms, but I don't end up doing it. Is there anything really good you can get from the mushrooms, or are they just kind of junk? Should probably figure that one out. I should probably look at a guide and figure that one out eventually. I know that there's some things you can get from the various stones that you can only bomb, and from a few other things. We go ahead and use the fly hive to get a few more flies. We got, what, 6 of them following us? Go ahead and grab one of these cards. I think I get the strength card and stick with it. I don't think I ever actually end up using it, but I'm just double checking that there's nothing left. And yeah, doesn't look like it. So yeah, we're just wasting time. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go for the boss. I don't want to, but I got to. 2 life. Constantly being down on myself about my skills with this. We're outflying the flies, thankfully. That means we're actually fairly decent speed. But here is Gertie. At first, I'm trying to think, how do I take care of this guy? It's a different Gertie than I'm used to. The Gertie I'm used to just has 2 white pustules next to him, or whatever they're called, spawning things, and doesn't really jump around quite as much as this one does. He chucks stuff rather than doing the spray fire, and I take a lot of damage because I didn't realize that. But we also deal out a lot of damage, so I don't have to worry about it quite as much. Yeah. We get Pentagram, which again boosts our damage. We get our heart back. No deal with the devil on this floor either. I look at the size of my spit there, and I also look at my damage, which is up to max. So yeah, we also see the seed there, which is also in the thumbnail, but whatever. We get down into the depths. Here we have several rooms. We have the challenge room, which is filled with these little red chests, and we get some okay opponents. These guys I don't really encounter a whole lot, so I'm not used to their like teleporting shot patterns, but considering how much damage we do, we're fine with this. We can deal with them. And here's the last one, and he's not teleporting for some reason. So he makes himself a fairly easy target. Here we have the little hopping guys, which are just irritating because you can't tell where they're going to go. So it's really hard to kind of predict a way to dodge and damage them. So yeah, just shooting them away. Yeah. Keep on going. And yes, the cursor is going to stay there the entire time. We get 2 spirit hearts. Didn't mean to pick them up, honestly, but yeah, what you gonna do? I'm gonna waste that full health later on. I can tell you right now. Spoiling. I end up using it whenever I don't need to. So we're going to start just shooting these guys. Thankfully, they take damage from the blood that I drip after taking damage, and I use that to my advantage there by just like thickening out the line. Come on after me. And also, some of these shots approach from the side. They deal damage on the side rather than the front. That's the bad trip. I take some damage. I get some coins. I get some flies. We get tears up. We have that full health thing, and we have a question mark when we get luck up, which is kind of nice. And we have full health in store in case I need it. Looking at the time there, 24 minutes. Looking at my stats, range, 2 on tears. It doesn't help our shot speed at all. I don't know if it boosts the number of tears this thing makes, but this is another room that gave me trouble. We got the ghost guys. The flies end up taking him, and I accidentally hit the full health button while holding my controller, which is just stupid of me. We go ahead and let the flies deal most of the damage there. Got 1 fly left, and we can use it again. I'm going to go ahead and blow this up here because I'm curious what the skulls drop. And we get a dark heart from it. Do they usually do that, or is that just kind of a rare drop for skulls? Be sure to tell me. And we have a skeleton there. Skeleton, not my best friend. They shoot bones, and the bones hurt, and they're very fast projectiles. So, yeah, we dodge one. Go ahead and take him out, thankfully. Don't have to worry about him too much. Could blow up that thing on the right, but I decide not to. I'm just going to not really risk wasting too many resources. We only have 5 bombs, so if I need to go like secret room hunting, that's not exactly something I want to waste. Those guys, super easy if you're flying. Don't know why I didn't pick up the key there, but I just end up doing it. 3 hearts. We're not doing too bad. Gonna go ahead and waste a lot of coins on this. I'm gonna go ahead and probably fast forward through this point just to keep you from having to wait for me to go through 20 some odd coins on this little machine. And we go ahead and bomb it. Yeah, end that with a bomb on it, and we get 11 coins after everything's said and done. That's not too bad. We go and take care of these guys. They're fairly easy, especially since I can fly over the rocks. Looking at the rocks going, is there anything in there? No, I doubt it. So I go ahead and just move away and start shooting these guys. This room doesn't seem too challenging. Thankfully, I can fly over the blood pools that these little brains leave, and they won't deal any damage to me, which works out for me. Again, looking there, I'm like, okay, I'll bomb it. Absolutely nothing from it. What a waste. Is there anything? Nope. I'm looking here, though, and thinking, oh, wait, these 3 rooms together. Let's get a secret room. Yes. Bombs are my friend in this episode. We're going to go ahead and probably get some flies off of this. We go ahead and get the battery, get some more flies. I think we wait to get the flies. Come on, give me my flies. But for some reason, I'm getting fascinated with bombing the owners of the establishments. Nothing from them, but we do get some more flies back. I guess I waited until after I killed the spiders to get them. Suppose that works out okay. Our flies are going to go ahead and deal with these guys. I didn't realize these were the ones that shoot, but one of our black hearts is wasted by killing them. And this is a brand new enemy for me in this game. I haven't ever seen them before. They tether their heads to their bodies. So, yeah. We just have to shoot them the hard way. Thankfully, it's just down to bloody little squirter there. And we go ahead and unlock this next room. We get infestation shot. This ends up being one of my favorite things. I love this. Oh, how I loved this working with this ability. We look at this and we're like, no, I'm going to pass on it for now. Maybe 1. I don't even wait for it to shoot something out, unfortunately, so I just wasted a coin. But, yeah, unnecessary damage. Infestation shot, by the way, if you didn't know, causes spiders to spawn from enemies you kill. Now, one thing I've noticed is that it's based on the number of tiers. Well, it's based on a per tier kind of basis. So if you kill one enemy with like 10 tiers at once, like what Monstro's shot does, it spawns a whole crap ton of these guys. So we just dropped a whole bunch on him, but it was only one tier that was on him whenever he died, I guess. But there's these flies that spawn later on that I kill, and they just spawn out one, and then it turns into like 30 of the guys. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure the full mechanics behind that, but it ends up being a rather nice boon there. We're going to go ahead and pick up some of these spare hearts, go to some of the other rooms. Like we have one room on the left here. It's 2 of these guys. I'm going to go ahead and get them whenever they go up, and we get 2 more spiders, which works out good for me. Nothing from these. Going to go ahead and waste time killing them, but we have a whole army of spiders following us. We're flying around. We're green. We're also demon horned up, and we shoot like a big old spray of nasty stuff. But we also have laser wall spiders. These guys end up dealing so much damage to me in this run that's not even funny. Not these in particular, but just the wall spiders in general. Unnecessary amounts of damage. Well, I don't know why I wandered back up here this time. I was like, oh, maybe half a heart? Okay. And yes, I know I'm sitting with a health down pill on my sidebar, but there's nothing I can do to get rid of it. And go ahead and see our flies do a lot of the work here, taking care of these guys. And apparently whenever a fly kills one of those guys, it causes the same effect as my tears. So yeah, I get spiders. Spiders from flies works for me. Go ahead and take out the aggressive things. We get some bombs, don't need the heart. So moving on. Yeah, the spiders are going to do most of the work here. I can't shoot them through the rocks, so might as well just take all the good stuff. Here I'm looking at these like, that's a lot of rocks. Maybe I can get a nice little bonus from the rocks, but I also get a little room down below. Yuck. Stumbling on those words, but we end up against the cage. I decided not to go down there just yet. I didn't know whether it took me to the next floor or whether it just gave me bonus items, but apparently it is a nod back to classic Zelda. Now, I took damage there. I shouldn't have, and I realized how to solve that later on. As you can see by my battle tactics changing, I can get up on the skulls and he can't roll over me. So I don't have to worry about it then. So I can just kind of go up there and cheese it and wait for him to start rolling around and then just shoot him whenever he stops. So not bothering picking up that coin just yet. It's going to still be there if I need it later. Not going to get any use out of it waiting for it in this room. So 1 heart, we're up against a very large guy. I'm going to hide on the rock while he's up there so he doesn't get any wise ideas. This guy's just going to bounce off the walls. He takes a little bit of damage from the blood on the ground. And he's going to start spawning stuff now that he's small. Yeah, that doesn't work out too well for me, but the little spider that spawned off of it worked pretty good. And there we get a crap ton of spiders. That's when I'm wondering what causes the spawn count. We get a ghost heart as well. Yeah, not too great. Ton of spiders. Let's go ahead and go down that. And as you can see, a nod to Zelda. It goes to the side perspective, and we can fly around in these. If you ever played Zelda, you recognize this. Do I want the petrified poop or the fish head? I end up going with the fish head, I think. No, I ended up going with petrified poop. Okay. Not sure what the fish head actually does specifically, but hey, I got to experiment with them all to see what happens. So we go down to the depths too. Yes, we have a ton of spiders. We have very high damage. You can kind of see where this run is going. At this point, it's reached a point where, yeah, I don't have a lot of life, so I could die to stupid things, which is actually fairly expected of me. But, oh, may you never miss your goal, the magician. Great. I'm going to go ahead and destroy these, and there's nothing in them. But I'm not quite sure whether I'm actually getting better or I'm just getting more lucky with drops. So yeah, the improved drops helped me a ton. The shift over to the extra life that Lazarus basically gives you really changed things for me. So we're going to go ahead and shoot this guy, shoot the crap out of him with the little spiders and the shot there. I think we only get spiders from the original form, though. Unfortunately, we also have an arcade there, which I'm going to probably fast forward through as well, kind of like I did before, because I'm going to spend some time in there actually doing stuff, such as farming this guy in the middle. So as you can see, he's going to go ahead and spin those up. I'm going to end up getting a fly here, and you're going to see something odd with this fly. As I kill him, you get like a boss's worth of spiders off of him. Did I just hit him with a lot of those, or is there something special about the flies in here that causes them to do that? And now I'm going to go ahead and fast forward because I do this for quite the span of time, which to some may be frustrating, but for me was a way of seeing if I could get a lucky draw or something like that. And yeah, the spiders, they come and go, and I do end up getting some flies that I need to kill with my actual tears. But yeah, it turns out okay. And I do end up blowing up everything just to make sure that, well, I can get what I need out of here. Okay, now that I've gotten everything I want, I go ahead and start bombing them to get back some of the coins and also get some possible other items. Almost accidentally used the coin guy in the middle there. But I go ahead and get some other stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and use some of these hearts to get coins off of this blood bank, possibly even unlock the special item that you can get by overusing the blood bank. I accidentally waste some full hearts, unfortunately, which is a little bit stupid, but yeah, it's not going to hurt me in the end. I'm just going to end up getting stuff back from it. And there we go. It's busted. I get coins back. I'm able to fill myself back up. Got the IV bag. You can use that as much as you want. But what it does is it basically deals half a heart of damage to you and gives you 2 coins. So I didn't know what it did at first, so I just grabbed it and decided to try and use it. I use it in a little bit. I don't think I use it right away. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and smack him. I'm like, okay, what does it do? Do I press the button? Go ahead and kill those guys. And take the coin. Yeah, it just gives me 2 coins. I like how that coin floats above the thing. I'm like, okay, that's probably not worth it. So I go ahead and pick up an additional heart, forgetting that I have Guppy's head back there, and immediately have to rush back to get it. So, yeah, that's how good my memory is. So we get Guppy's head. I'm like, okay, we have some hearts in here. I might as well use this to get a little bit more money. So, yeah, bank, and pick up the 2 half hearts, leaving the 1 heart just in case I need it for later. I forget to go back and use the blood bank for a few things, but that's what it is. So we go ahead and go to the left because that's the road we were deciding to choose on at first. These guys are not going to be so tough because, well, we have that rock in the middle to stop them, and we have spiders on the outside should they hop over. So that works out good. The enemies that died just then turned into spiders as well. Let's get the bomb, of course. Now let's go ahead and go up on the top route. We got a couple of these big guys. I'm like, okay, that's not a threat. We got spiders to deal with them, and we also have flying, which means we can dodge them. And here we have laser spiders galore, which is just terrifying for me because I take unnecessary damage. As you can see, I took 2 half hearts of damage from them just from that, which is a little bit stupid. But let's go ahead and take out these fire pits, the campfires, if you will. I'm not sure whether they're supposed to be campfires or just random fires. Go figure. But we go ahead and pick up that half heart, and we go ahead and pick up the half heart back here, forgetting that we do still have that 1 heart in the arcade, which is just stupid of me. I could have gotten even more money. Not that I needed it on this run. My shop level is rather pathetic. Thankfully, we are able to damage the red guy, and the spiders are able to help us do a little bit of damage to those guys, as well as the big shot that we have. These guys, not as tough with the spiders. Just going to put that one out there. Going to go ahead and see the 2 spiders kind of whiff on him. And we're going to go in on the treasure room here. We've got another zodiac sign. I'm not sure what it does, but I go ahead and get it. And it's Capricorn. It's all stats up. Okay, good for me. Yuck. Like we need a shot speed or anything like that. We could actually use something to speed up our charge time, but I don't know what exactly does that. Still doesn't feel like our charge time is getting any better, but our tier damage is massive. We are able to take care of a lot of things. We go ahead and try the shop. We got a compass in here. It takes us to the boss room. I'm got plenty of money, so I figure might as well. And we go ahead and take out the fire first and go ahead and grab the compass. And I believe we grabbed the spirit heart as well. I should have waited on the spirit heart, but what you gonna do? Yeah, we grab it. And we go ahead and finish filling up the donations. I forget how high we get it up to. I think it's 28, but I'm not positive. No, we got it higher than that. We got it up to 30 something. 32, 33, 34. Okay, we got it up to 34. Looking at the layout of the floor here, I'm thinking that's a little bit conspicuous. Let's bomb that guy, and I think we also end up bombing down on the bottom to find a secret room. Can't remember whether it's in this room or the next room. Yeah, we bombed down here and find a secret room. My luck with these has been pretty good compared to usual on here. We have the battery here. Might as well get some flies, I figure. And take out the aggressive campfires. Boom. Forget whether we destroy this guy. I mean, we have the spare bombs to do it, so I wouldn't know why I wouldn't. Okay, so we have flies and spiders. We have an entire army of insects following us. So I'm not hurting too bad. You got these laser guys, which are not exactly that tough, especially whenever you have an army of flies. And we're recharged again. I keep forgetting to use that in each room because it only takes one room to recharge the fly there. And I bombed down there thinking, okay, maybe there's another secret room. Nope. Only the one. Take damage there, but end up killing the guy in the process. Go ahead and use the world here, not knowing what it does. I think it reveals the map, but I'm not sure. So, yeah. We got the magician again. Still not going to use it. I don't know what it does, and I'm kind of wasting them. We got balls of steel there. Don't know what that one does. I think it just gives us ghost hearts. I mean, spirit hearts. Wasn't paying close enough attention to tell you for sure, but we've got 3 hearts and 2 spirit hearts plus half a spirit heart against Mom. So I'm not too afraid here. I know that even if I completely balls it up, I should do all right. But as you can tell, I'm going to balls this up absolutely terribly. So yeah. I get a few good shots off, and then I just start going stupid for some reason and just letting the spiders and stuff do most of the work for me. Gonna see, yeah, that they're doing 99% of the work for me. I'm not getting hardly any shots on actual Mom. I'm just taking care of a few small guys. I've taken, what is that, 4 hearts of damage now? So yeah, if we can get even one hit on Mom, we've done good. Yeah, the aiming of this is what threw me off. The aiming of this ability.
Isaac was cornered. His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I'm told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
And yeah, that's my first beating of the game in Rebirth. As you can see, my mouse cursor whips off the screen as soon as I notice it's there in the black screen of this. I was like, oh crap. But yeah, that's the main reason why I released this as a post-commentated episode, is because, well, I actually beat the game with a run that I was absolutely hating at first. So if you guys enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on Binding of Isaac. So yeah, I will be doing this a lot more. I might try to put this into a regular episode during the week, but for now it's just going to stay on Saturday, possibly into the new year, and then in the new year we'll decide the arrangement of the episodes. I unlocked a whole bunch of stuff, but yeah, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I will see you guys next time on Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Bye.